I've always been a sucker for a good series. In fact, I don't even really watch movies anymore. I just basically watch TV series. I really want the story to just keep going on and on and on. There have actually been quite a few good Rocket League video series since its inception as a game. Some of these series are actually no longer with us. They ran their course, we enjoyed them while they lasted, but all good things must come to an end. Now, in this video, I'm giving you my picks for the 10 greatest Rocket League video series of all time. These are series that have personally had an impact on me. They've either made me laugh, or cry, or just really wish that I didn't suck so much at Rocket League. It's amazing just how much creative content has been made by Rocket League YouTubers. Many of you guys watching this video are newer players, and my hope is that you'll be able to go back and watch some of these older video series and experience what I did when I first saw them. Alright, I hope you guys like this one. Be sure to let me know if I miss any, and also let me know what you think are the best series. Also, if you want to watch any of these, I've got links that are all in the description below, so make sure to check that out, but don't do it before you get to the end, because then you'll find out what my pick for number 1 is. Alright, let's get into the video. Number 10, Rocket League Studios' Tales of Merc. I talked about Rocket League Studio in my video on the 10 most underrated Rocket League YouTubers. Yeah, I've made a lot of these top 10 videos. After that video, I learned that Rocket League Studio is actually no longer making videos. It's tough because often the best content on YouTube just doesn't get the kind of views it deserves. In my opinion, Tales of Merc is really Rocket League Studios' magnum opus. It's like Stephen King's The Dark Tower, or M. Night Shyamalan's The Last Airbender. This video series is a series of 6 videos chronicling the sad story of Merc, a car that just isn't like all the other cars. It's a powerful story of overcoming adversity and getting revenge. Honestly, it's basically Rocket League Gladiator. And like everything Rocket League Studio put out, the production quality is absolutely outlandish. It's so good, you definitely need to check it out. Number 9, Neat Mike's Storytime Singles. Neat Mike is arguably the most entertaining Rocket League YouTuber of all time. He didn't really focus on making very many series. There were, however, a few videos under the title Storytime Singles. If you haven't seen these videos or any of Neat Mike's videos, you must do so immediately. In these Storytime Singles, Mike talks about everything from dealing drugs in middle school, apparently, to, getting caught with weed in high school. Yeah, a lot of it is about substances, and none of them are as bad as they sound. And the way to know whether it's a Storytime Single video is because of his stupid face in all of them. So if you need a good laugh, Neat Mike is the man for you. Number 8, Sir Timber's Tutorials. Sir Timber's tutorials are some of the best Rocket League videos ever made. If you're looking to gain a better understanding of Rocket League mechanics or Rocket League physics, and maybe you happen to also love classical music, then you definitely need to check out Sir Timbers. Now, when I first started my channel, Sir Timbers was really the YouTuber I was trying to model my content after. And as you can see, my quality was basically right on par with his when I first started making tutorials. Anyways, his videos are amazing. I hope he keeps making videos, but it doesn't really look like he's going to because I haven't seen any for a long time. Anytime he does though, they're incredible. So make sure to check him out. Number 7, Rocket League FX Rocket League Insanity. The Insanity series is basically a series of montages featuring the best of recent goals, both from pros and also from the community. And trust me, the name is fitting. It's honestly super entertaining. I really like these montages more than a lot of other montages I've seen because they focus on the shots and the players over just the ridiculous editing. Not to say that they're not well edited, they definitely are. The editing just really isn't the focus, and it doesn't take away from the plays themselves. It just complements them. Anyways, it's really cool to go back and watch some of the older ones from the series and compare them to the last few that have been put out. These montages sort of chronicle the overall Rocket League meta. As players learn new shots and try ridiculous things, you can kind of see how players keep getting better throughout the montages. So it's really awesome, you should definitely check it out. Number 6, Doubles with Jon Sandman and Woofless. For a lot of us, this one goes way back to when we first started playing Rocket League, and when we first started watching Rocket League content on YouTube. Jon and Rob really embodied what made Rocket League special in the first place. Just queuing up with your friend and trying to grind through ranked doubles. I'm sure there are some of you watching this video who have seen every single one of Jon and Rob's doubles matches, and you could probably explain better than I can what it's been like watching them slowly improve. Plus, Jon was always good motivation for me to get a higher rank. Not because I was insecure about the fact that he was higher ranked than me. That wasn't it. It wasn't that at all. Anyways, this series is super entertaining. Yeah, check him out. Definitely some good stuff there. Number 5, Kevpert's Tutorials. And here I'm mainly talking about his series of videos on car control, but really all of his tutorials are amazing. The 3 videos that I'm focusing on are car control, advanced car control, and elite car control. Now, if you haven't watched them yet, you must do so. In these videos, Kevpert basically outlines what it takes to gain the kind of car control that pros and freestylers have. The first and the last videos in the series are like 9 or 10 months apart, because during that time, Kevpert was basically going on this journey to master car control and to work to become a pro player. I can't say this enough. If you're like a lower ranked player or a newer player or even a middle ranked player, you have to watch these. If you try what he tells you to do, you will be super frustrated, I promise. And he actually calls those moments blackout moments, where you just don't know what to do and your car just like falls to the ground. It's so good and so helpful and so frustrating. So yeah, you should definitely check it out. It's amazing. Still waiting for the return of Kevpert as a YouTuber, someday hopefully. Number 4, Sunless Khan's Why You Suck at Rocket League. The first video in this series is actually coming up on its 1-year anniversary. If you've watched these videos, you know that they're really well made, and obviously they're super helpful for players who are wanting to improve. I've watched every single one of these videos, some of them I've actually watched multiple times. They're both entertaining and inspiring, as well as helpful. Oh, and sometimes they're hilarious and really weird, like episode 18, which is arguably one of the most creative Rocket League videos ever made. I got into some shady stuff with some traders and I owe them like 6,000 keys, but I convinced them to let me take this one last wager. If Sunless Khan doesn't win the match tonight, I will lose everything. I'll lose my house, my car, Agnes will probably leave and take the kids. Like, I really need him to win. My first video ever made, which is on how to hit air roll shots, I actually take a shot and I'm basically trying to model it after a shot that Sunless Khan does in his Why You Suck at Rocket League series, and I'll put them up on the screen so you can see them side by side. So yeah, definitely check this series out and check the rest of his content out. He's awesome. Number 3, Jazer's Freestyle Friday. I talked a little bit about this in my video going over the best freestylers. What this series really did was bring freestyling sort of like into your home. It took the art of freestyling way beyond just flashy montages. These are basically highlights from Jazer and usually Pulse MK, just trying to do ridiculous shots. And it really shows what goes into freestyling and what it's like hitting these shots. You get to see his reaction, and that's really what most people love about them. Number 2, Johnny Boy's 1v1 show matches. Johnny Boy has casted over 350 1v1 show matches on his channel, dating all the way back to April of 2016, or maybe even earlier, and I've watched pretty much all of them. That's how I got my ones rank up so high actually. I honestly don't know where to begin with this one. Johnny Boy has casted some of the greatest Rocket League matches of all time, and aside from bringing together the world's best players to face off against each other, it's really Johnny's casting that has made this series so good. So if you're interested in getting a rundown on some of the best matches, check out my video going over the 10 greatest 1v1 matches of all time. Again, I've made a lot of these top 10 videos, but yeah, check it out if you're interested. They're all matches basically from Johnny Boy's stream. Before I reveal my pick for the greatest Rocket League video series of all time, here are a few honorable mentions. Alright, my pick for the greatest Rocket League video series of all time goes to Squishy Muffinz' Road to Grand Champ series. I'm sure there will be quite a few of you who actually don't know anything about this series. Also, I'm guessing that many of you will. Before Squishy was playing Rocket League professionally, he was actually trying to make it into the pro scene, and he really started gaining attention because of this series. It started out primarily as a one series, and if you scroll through his channel, you'll start to see these really unique, interesting, varied purple and black thumbnails. These were the good old days, when a new Squishy video would come out and you weren't really sure if you'd watched it yesterday already because the thumbnail was no different. It's actually kind of brilliant when you think about it. Man, it's honestly hard to even go back and watch these videos. I just have so many good memories watching them. It was so fun to watch Squishy just demolish people in rank. He was really on another level back then. The first 4 seasons were all 1v1, so Squishy would just grind all the way through the ranks, and he'd basically win every single game. And as the series went on, he would slowly start facing better and better competition until eventually he would face a pro and he'd still beat them. For those of you who wonder why Squishy has fanboys, it's right here. This series was the ultimate fanboy series. Here was this player who is clearly one of the best mechanically, just dominating in rank. It looked like he was one of the best in the world, but he wasn't at all in the position to be able to go pro, and we all wondered, does he really have what it takes to compete at the highest level? Like, is he really going to do everything he plans on doing? And if he does go pro and beat all the best players in the world, will he still be this chill?
What do you have to say about yourself?
I'm good sometimes.
Alright guys, thanks for watching this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, make sure to let us know if I missed any series. Also, check out my channel if you haven't. I've made a bunch of these videos, just like the one you're watching right now, and I'm sure you'll find them really fun. Until next time, peace out.